Taurus. So your theme, and Happy New Year, by the way. It's New Year's Day. Your theme is time to party. Like, wasn't the party last night already? Did you miss it? You might have. You might have. You might have missed the party, but you didn't. Because you didn't go to the party because it wasn't for you. This new coming party, this is for you. That's the only kind of way I can see it, is like, time to party. Like, what? Kind of awesome. One more shuffle. We'll see why. Moonshine, welcome. Welcome, welcome. That fucking light is just killing my eyes right now. Time to party. Which was like the opposite. I just did, how's my hair looking? Oh God. I just did Capricorn, and it was like a gambling addiction or something like that, like partying too much. And now it's like, now Taurus gets party. What's wrong, bitch? Party. We have ascending. We have the butterfly. We have twin flames. And we have the phoenix. Time to party. Okay, here we go. So it seems like you are overcoming something. You might have been programmed in the past to, like whatever your parents taught you, or whatever you learned in school, whoever was your guardian, they taught you things, okay? But now you found your own voice, okay? And I feel like you are ascending over the laws of nature that, were told to you, kind of thing, right? That's the laws of nature. I don't really know why that came to my head, but it's transcending obstacles, okay? Learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So I think what's happening is it's time to party, because I think you are detaching and you're getting your own sense of everything that you think and everything that you feel and how you like to do things. And just because somebody else likes to do that a certain way doesn't mean that you need to adapt and do it their way. You can still continue to do it your way. All right. I think you're ascending something and you're learning your own way in something. And I think that's preparing yourself to unionize with somebody else, because obviously there's somebody coming in your future. All right. And you're going to kind of go in a different direction, right? Someone's going to lead you in another direction. And if you don't open up that mind gate now into, okay, there's more out there, then you might miss the opportunity, right? It's like only knowing that you can do one thing in this world and then that thing not working anymore. And then you go and try something else and then it works. Right? And many different things. And even with partners, always dating the same type of partner. And then suddenly realizing, I don't believe this way. Like I was thinking of, oh my God, Evan Rachel Wood is like getting Marilyn Manson in so much trouble. Trying to get Manson in so much trouble for like shit that happened when they were together back in the good old days, And she's like kind of pleading victim now and to a lot of things. And it's because she stepped into a world that was beyond her. And she thought that she could fake it till you made it. Like she thought she was going to be this freak sex demon for fucking Manson. And she was this little girl, and he was warned about how young she was and that she didn't have the same views and values as him. And he still went down that road, and he could get in trouble. I don't really think he's going to, but he could. So that's kind of like this, I feel like this is kind of finding a balance in you, so then you don't make that move. So then you don't go and get with somebody and think that that's your way of life and you've been trying to balance to go somewhere else, right? It's like it's like getting that frame of mind of your parents always wanting you to be with some type of scholar individual, and then realizing that like that doesn't really necessarily exist for everybody, and like maybe I want the guy that paints houses down the street, you know, not the guy that sells diamonds at Spence, you know, like not everybody wants the same thing. And like if your parents wanted you with something, or if you were equipped to or educated or grown into certain, you know, kind of morals, you might still be walking down that road and realizing it's not working for you because it worked for your family in the past, but that's the past, and the past is changing. If watch a documentary about the Faroe Islands and how they don't have any women, okay, like the world is changing. You know, if those men didn't have the internet, and if they didn't have Facebook, like literally they admitted, like they're like, we just meet women on Facebook, we start talking about something, and boom, you know, we connect, and they'll come over to the islands. They're running out of women. How else are they supposed to mate? How else are they supposed to live their life with somebody? They're fishermen, they're gone half the time, you know, like not every woman cares that their man is home every fucking second of the day, you know. Other people want that. So it's like getting rid of those values that are no good anymore, because we're not in 1999 anymore, or we're not in 1980, and we're not in 1960 or 1920. Like we are in 2023 now, bitch. This is the new year. Okay? Like we're far more advanced than what we think, okay? But people have outdated frame of minds around you because they're outdated themselves. And I even thought to myself, like looking at the 80 and 90-year-olds that are around here, like they lived through, like some of them lived through 2 wars, and they're still alive. And like the things that they've seen, and the things that they've had to live through, and the changes, and the internet, and the cell phones, and the cars, and the technology, I'm like, I don't think I could live through that. Like I don't think I could see my world change that much. Like, and in some parts of the world, there's still World War II bunkers. Like, are you kidding? That still haven't even been touched. All right, what are we talking? Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, okay, that's it. Okay, those are on the ground, so I'm going to leave them on the ground for a second. Ooh, okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and then we got the Fool that fell on the ground. And what's that? Oh, the Fairies? Yeah, Four of Wands. Oh my God, I think this is it. Okay. This is the union. Because the Four of Wands is like, is the party. Ooh, yes. I just split the deck. Werewolf with the moon. Something is changing, okay? Okay. So this Baron Samedi, I have written down, and I really want to know what he does. Okay, the Barbarian, yeah, Baron Samedi. Oh my God, it was like I had to write these definitions of these characters down because like I didn't know half of them. So Baron Samedi is a voodoo god of the dead. Okay, so he is... That's really all I wrote to him. So a voodoo god of the dead. With Barbarian, Knight of Swords. Voodoo god of the dead changing. With a new start. Okay, so you might be feminine. Or you're masculine. Like I think there's a couple being formed here. Okay, because when we end in the Phoenix, that's a new phase. Okay, that's transformation, that's growth, that's a changed mind. Like somebody's drastically changing their mind on something. And that mind expansion is working because, believe it or not, taking your mind out of the box on how things are supposed to be kind of frees you. Because once you realize that nothing is supposed to be anyway, and that we're all just here and existing in symmetry, in I don't even know what you call that. We're all just in sync. We're all energy. Kind of changes things from structure to infinite. Okay? So it's like somebody summons something back to them. Okay? And that summoning, okay, of all of a sudden transcending obstacles and having all the answers downloaded into you instead of going out and looking for them all the time, suddenly having all of those answers coming back to you and then striking with that and moving forward brings apart a new phase, which is where this duality comes in. It's where this extra member comes in. It's like a team member's coming in, and whether it's sexual, whether it's friendly, whether it's employment, it's a partnership coming in. Okay, and this partnership, like, it's like somebody has to summon you. Okay, or you have to summon something, and that summoning brings the union together. Okay, and then something is like, boom, like it is like, they come in like they're gonna slay a fucking dragon with the truth, okay? And this sets off this whole other masterpiece, I heard, because then we become the fool, and the fool is, as we know, the court jester, the joker, okay? The star of the show, okay? And it kind of seems like, it's almost like, oh my God, if you suddenly got married or if you suddenly got in this relationship, I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. Like, I feel like there are avenues and there are things that you're going to do with this person. And because they're so different and because you're so different, the things that you do are so different that you've never done the same thing. So it's like everything becomes center stage. It's like the relationship becomes the center stage, and that's the fairy. That's where everything comes together. That's the show. It's like a new concert's coming to town and you don't know that you're in the band. Okay? It's like something like that. And you just didn't think that that was going to be a role for you because your frame of mind wasn't there yet. Right? Your expansion on things isn't there yet. But it's like as we move into 2023, like, that's a shift. That goes from one chapter to the next, right? One event into the next. It's forming something. And like, as long as you're on that path, your life is always going to change. As long as you're willing to expand and to allow growth into your life, it's always going to come, right? So it's like something comes in hot and it's heavy, and it's because it's changed. It's evolved. And you know that if you're here, you have to evolve. You have to keep with the times or you will get run over, right? You'll look out the window and 5 years has gone by and you don't know where the fuck you are because the world changes that fast, right? So I think that if the world can change that fast, if the world can change right in front of your eyes, could you imagine what they can do with you? And once you change your frame of mind, the things that can happen because of now the things that you've seen. So Taurus, I think the more it's time to party is more like rhetorical. It's more cerebral, that like, you know, getting out of the cage is the party. Getting your head out of the clouds is the party, right? It's separation and freedom is existence and next level for you, which brings in some type of duality. It brings in some type of coupling. It brings you in a partner because of that changed frame of mind. Very, very cool, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Moonshine. Happy New Year. Peace out.